Happy Monday morning to all. Welcome again, and you are still tuned in at Bears and Bulls, your official coverage of the Philippine Stock Exchange. This morning we have a special guest, a very good-looking guest from Front Row.
Oh yeah.
Say good morning, or would you like to greet our viewers, Nesty?
Okay, good morning to everyone who's watching right now.
By the way, this is Mr. Nesty Ortiz from Front Row. Front Row is a multi-level company that just been open recently.
It's just been open recently. It's like a little than 4 months ago. We opened last May 8th, just this year, 2009.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us about your company.
Okay, Front Row is like it's like really I consider very amazing company right now, because in 4 months' time I haven't seen this much growth in a certain company, most especially that this company is being organized and being managed by young people. Like, do I look young? But anyway, this company is actually owned by Mr. R.S. Francisco and Mr. Sam Versosa. Okay, Mr. R.S. Francisco is a colleague, an old colleague of mine, way back from college. Then at the same time, we both worked in advertising. And particularly, R.S. Francisco really focused on to directing. He's like more of the talent coach of every commercials that you get to see on the Philippine television right now. So he's been doing it for like over a decade. And then at the same time, Mr. Sam Versosa is like, it's like one of the most talented young businessmen I've met, in which we all came from one org in UP Diliman. We are, yeah.
Quite interesting. Yes, you mentioned these are a group of young entrepreneurs, right?
Yes,
and young
yes.
investors.
Yes.
Mr. R.S., was he the one who did the butterfly?
Yes, Madame Butterfly.
Madame Butterfly on stage.
Yes.
Right?
And that was somehow on the early 90s, where theater was really on its peak before. Yeah.
Wow, now he has his own company.
Yes, yes.
And this Mr. Versola, Sam Versola?
Sam Versosa.
How old is he?
He just turned 26.
Wow,
just this year.
26,
Yes.
and already a multi-millionaire, I heard.
Yes, yes.
Oh, tell us about Sam Versosa, because one time when I met you, you mentioned about how he started to do this business with you guys.
Okay, just to make a brief information about Mr. Sam Versosa, because I myself, I got really surprised of the turnabouts, because I've seen Sam as a student, because I'm ahead of him back in school in UP. Then I never get to expect and realize that he became that rich in a span of 5 years. This is the case. He's a civil engineer student, and until the time he graduated, he took the board and eventually, very luckily, to end up like number 2 on the board for civil engineering during his time. But the thing there, what made him really different and stood out was, normally, all new graduates, they prefer working immediately for a company, right? But Sam stood out because he's a guy who doesn't believe on that fact that you have to work for someone and get paid in a standard form. He believed in business so much, in which it was a surprise of where he was getting those kind of thoughts. So when he was introduced to this kind of business, he really tried his best. As soon as he finished school, this is what he tried doing. In fact, of course, on business, you don't really just do business without doing something. Of course, you should need to start up with something, right? But during that time, he was just a plain student. His savings, if I'm not mistaken, he was telling me that from his daily allowance till he finished school, I think he was only able to save 4,000 pesos. But when he was starting this, he needed more. I remember he was telling me, proudly telling me, he once approached his dad to help him out to start with this. But his dad was the typical father who has high hopes for newly graduate son, especially coming from UP, who can penetrate big businesses and make it big there. But ironically, Sam has a different point of view. Dad, I want to do business more than working for a company. can you help me with this? So he mentioned this kind of business, and he got disappointed with the father's advice not to do anything.
Not to venture into
Yes, into something, because it's very young. He doesn't know anything yet, but just continue being a young professional. But he did not believe. He didn't stop there. He pursued. I remembered to complete the whole thing. He asked help from colleagues, from classmates, newly graduate themselves, and then through enough.
So
in 3 months' time, he was driving his own BMW.
Wow, Nessie. So are we talking about Frontrow?
Not yet. It's before Frontrow. It's what I rather not mention the company before.
Okay.
But it was a multi-level company. Which I was able to join him also along with RS. But it was very new to us. For the three of us were very new to that kind of business. That's why from advertising, it was so easy for me to shift on this, because I've seen the growth of people.
Yeah. So from that company, then later on, he moved his friends or just himself to join Frontrow?
Actually, it wasn't, to be realistic, he started himself first, with himself, and when the people around him seen the growth, financially, the rewards that he was getting, and that was the time it was easy for him to invite and influence a lot of people who would want to earn extra, more than what they do normally on their respective work.
So when did Frontrow was born then?
Okay, as far as I remember, because when Frontrow was being planned, I wasn't here in the Philippines, because I was based in Jakarta and I'm an expat there as a professor. Okay, I haven't seen actually Sam and RS for quite a while, in years, maybe in 2 to 3 years. Then eventually, when I went back last March just to attend my daughter's graduation, by accident we met up. And that was the time they were forming it, they were starting it, and then I just came for a visit. And then true enough, I was asking, what is this all about? Nes, we are doing the same thing like what we did 5 years ago, but this time, Sam and I own it. How come you did not tell me? How come you did not even inform me? And RS was telling, where were you all this time? If I knew that you were somewhere, I could have asked you. Then true enough, I didn't ask any further questions anymore, because I know how it goes. And since they've been friends for so long, so I have the trust with them. Because in business, as far as I'm concerned, trust is a #1 factor, right?
So the first people who started Frontrow is basically RS and Sam.
And with a very small group, like a group of 12, 15 people.
Are these 12, 15 also invested money into this company?
Actually, not really just invested money. They just bought all the products that we are introducing initially. Then eventually, by buying our products and enjoying them, and that's the time you will also enjoy the benefit of starting a small business, or what we call the micro business.
So they just started marketing these products,
yes.
And then suddenly people bought them, and then you got more money for the company.
Okay.
So are these people, aside from Mr. RS?
Yes, RS.
Raymond Francisco, right? For short, RS in the stage show business.
Yes.
He's known for that. And Mr. Sam Versosa, this young investor and entrepreneur, they're the first two. And then these people, young entrepreneurs or young marketing people, came, bought all the products, and then they sold it, and a lot of people bought it. And from that...
And not just like bought it, because I think why the people doesn't stop coming is they simply enjoy our products more than the business. But eventually, if you enjoy the products, and then of course, even if your pocket is already enjoying that, the more catch that you're getting from people.
All the toxic food that you eat,
yes,
it's really a good. I believe in that. I used to take it not intravenously, but I used to take it buccally. We used to have a product that can be absorbed buccally, in your mouth, and that's one way also of introducing glutathione to the body, and it can be absorbed well. Interesting.
Yeah.
So how's the sales for that?
Actually, it's amazing. I'm really surprised up to now, because this is the case. I think what makes Frontrow, our company, stands out now. In fact, in 4 months' time, I'm proud to say that we are already branching out because our office cannot really accommodate now much people who's rushing to the office getting all the products we need. Because number one, I think what made it big for us is that we are marketing our products. I think, I want to claim it, I would want to claim it that I think we are the one who are really distributing it on the cheapest that people can find in the city.
Yeah, quite interesting. You mentioned to me one time when we met that your glutathione can be offered to your clients in your office, and it can be injected or introduced intravenously for free.
For free.
Which is good because if you're using glutathione, you still have to go to your derma or to your dermatologist or somebody to inject it into your veins.
Definitely.
So, but with Frontrow, that makes it interesting actually, Nesty, that you have a product which is the most sought after by women, glutathione.
Yeah.
You can now be a member of Frontrow or buy from Frontrow and they can have it done to you in their office for free.
For free.
Kasi could you imagine, you have glutathione, it costs you $750 to go see your derma, and then to inject it, plus that, so it must be more expensive if you go outside.
Yes, definitely.
So that, I think that's a good marketing strategy for your company.
Yes, and basically even people, if they are still doubting on it, they can even check themselves. I don't want to mention all the high-end clinics right now, but they can check themselves that they can really compare the price, because as far as I'm concerned, if they go to those noted ones, it would cost them thousands of pesos, right? But if they go to us, I can claim again that we are 60% cheaper, and plus the fact that the IV service is for free instead of like to others, they charge separately for that. But they don't need to worry because we have hired professional IV therapists in our office.
Is one allowed to do the IV to herself? Can one do that?
Definitely no.
Okay.
Definitely no.
Please advise the viewers that when they have an ampule of that glutathione,
Okay. I think everyone should deserves to know this. A lot of people now are really into beautification, this and that, and a lot of people are just getting informations which are basically incomplete. How can a person who's just enjoying using a beauty product endorse it perfectly to another person or an individual or a friend that they would enjoy it the same if they don't know the proper procedure? Number one, as far as we are really stressing out to people, orals, if you take oral supplements, you really have to know your system as well, right? And you have to know basically the content and how the dosage of it. How much more if it's an ampule and it's on a solution form that it has to go through your veins, the more that it needs medical professionals to advise you and to do this and that. So basically, that's why ourselves in Frontrow, we don't allow anyone to
administer it
unless we don't have our own medical doctors of Frontrow and our own IV therapist specialists, because it's really dangerous, like to inject a supplement or any form of liquid into your system, especially if it's not going onto the proper places.
Right, veins. So do you have professional doctors or nurses to administer, or IV experts?
Yes, and we are giving these services for free to all our customers.
Oh, that's great. So let's go back, what's the other one? Placenta, right?
Yes, placenta.
Okay, tell us about this placenta.
Okay, this thing is something very new to me because I may be into like taking care of myself as well, but I think it's a little too far from my understanding. Actually, I got introduced of placenta because of RS himself, because he's into advertising. He's the one who's spearheading all the commercial advertisements that you see on television. Of course, he gets to mingle with beautiful ones, and especially if you rub elbows with beautiful people, they know how to maintain those, right? So when he mentioned it to me, what is placenta? Is that like the placenta that it's part of babies
fetus.
or the fetus. Yes, you are
The
right,
food of the
Nesty.
the
So what's the advantage of this, Ness? It's like a supplement that is it's what I call miraculous because it's something that really I consider an anti-aging supplement because the placenta, once it's added into your system, it helps your body to reproduce more cells.
So this placenta, where does it originates from?
Okay, our placenta is basically because, again, upon my research, I've seen that on the market, there are multiple placentas coming from different countries. And I realized there are some from Europe, some from Canada, and also from Japan, where we are getting all the placenta. The one from Europe are basically like the animal placenta, in which I asked, they said it's not too dangerous also, but to think of it, animal placenta to be used to humans, I think from there, just try thinking about it, right? But when we realize that there's a supplier from Japan that they are supplying human placenta, I think that makes sense. Placenta supplement coming from humans itself to be used by human itself, I think that makes sense. Better than from animal placenta humans, right?
So this human placenta, these are coming from women who just gave birth, probably.
Gave birth.
And you said it's coming from Japan, your
yes.
source?
And
instead of throwing them away?
Instead of throwing the placenta away, there's a company in which they buy it. They are it was explained to us because we are very particular about it. The makers themselves are once the hospital opens, they are there, standby, looking for people who's giving birth, and they're after for the placenta because they said there's a grace period for the placenta where they have to make it as fresh as possible so they can reproduce it in there.
Oh, Nessie, so interesting. Okay, we'll be back in a while. Please stay tuned with us. See you later. Hi there. Welcome back to Bears and Bulls, the official coverage of your Philippine Stock Exchange market. As we were talking about, so you were saying that the placenta is a good health supplement.
Yes, health supplement, anti-aging supplement.
It's an anti-aging supplement. So the glutathione is also an anti-aging supplement, but it's used mainly for free radicals and as an immune booster.
Yes.
How about placenta?
Okay, placenta is something that everyone could enjoy because it prevents from our cells, or basically our DNA, or our cells to die. Okay,
right.
Because our cells has a lifespan, right? So getting enough supplement of placenta, it prevents it from dying and from aging, and it keeps us healthy. It keeps our DNA healthy. So meaning, if the micro things like how we are composed are healthy, of course, it will come out, and then. Actually, the main effects of those is like in due time you won't even notice it. Those lines would vanish.
Disappear.
The pigmentations, the discolorations, everything on your skin would reflect, and most especially from within, you can feel it yourself that there's a big difference.
So, Nesty, now we have found the fountain of youth, basically.
Yeah.
So, glutathione as anti-free radicals and immune booster, and also to prevent dark pigmentation in the skin, so it lightens the skin. And then we have the placenta that also will delay the process of aging, basically.
Yes.
So, you can bring down the biological age of a person by its chronological age.
Yes.
So if your chronological age is 50, you don't have to look like 50.
Yes.
Right? By
and
using
it's
this
for
product.
free. It's like everyone can have that kind of privilege.
And then now we have also your L-carnitine,
Yes.
which is very good.
Yes.
That's the best way to
lose weight.
Lose weight.
And the safe way to lose weight as well without so much effort. Like nowadays, I think that's one of the most common problem nowadays is like, you know, getting overweight, right? So nowadays, that's why go around like all those fitness gyms are like coming out left and right, right? Because to cater to those people who really want to use weight. But the thing there is, let's face it, it's not easy to lose weight by undergoing training and excessive
Exercise.
diet, right?
Yes, sometimes it needs it from the inside.
Yeah, and it's not just the discipline, it needs will for you to follow such and be, you know, successful in it. But with this, it's not that we put down the market of the fitness gyms, right? But it's just that we are giving hope to people that that's what
It's
we
a good aid.
Yes, it's a good aid that we make people realize that there's an easy way, faster way, and safe way to lose weight by using L-carnitine. Actually, L-carnitine is also a supplement. We have it on our system,
Actually,
right?
a lot of athletes, I mean,
Yes.
athletes, they're given L-carnitine, and it has a lot of chromium bicarbonate
Yes,
there,
exactly.
right? So that's actually it's advisable, especially for people who have a diabetes,
Yes, and high
prone
cholesterol.
to diabetes
Yeah.
problems, and high low density cholesterol. Yung
Yes.
mababa, marami kayong mataas ang cholesterol nyo, which is the low density cholesterol. Kasi yung high density cholesterol is good.
Good, yes.
But the L-carnitine is the one that prevents low density cholesterol that causes
Yes,
high cholesterol,
cholesterol,
right?
yes.
Which can cause heart problems, right?
So basically, our L-carnitine is not just something that can help everyone to lose weight, but also to help people who's into diabetic problem and high cholesterol problem.
Why? So Frontrow, ladies and gentlemen, having the best products for your beauty, for health,
And
is,
wellness.
and wellness, of course. I can imagine that this company will go a long way, you know, and I
Yeah.
know that you're already enjoying the success of your company, even if you just launched it
4 months ago.
4 months ago, right? And you mentioned, so Frontrow, for those people who are interested to see the success of these young entrepreneurs with their products, of course, they just open or you'll be open.
We are branching out our first new office after our original, which actually the main office right now is in Quezon City in Tomas Morato at 168 Dallas Square. Okay,
That is in Tomas Morato.
Yes,
That's your first office.
That's our
and
first
now
office.
your new branch.
And now we are opening this 18th of this month, October 18th, to our brand new office in El Terrazo. Can we
Yes.
show this? Okay, this is actually our billboard. Okay. It's our billboard, and as you can see, we are opening on October 18 on the 3rd floor of El Terrazo Mall. This is also in Tomas Morato, corner Scout Madrinian. This mall is very close to ABS-CBN. We'll be on the 3rd floor, and this office is 4 times bigger, 4 times more beautiful from our main office. So to cater to more people and to make people really move faster and to, you know, inspire them of our growth.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
And in fact, this thing is already on top of El Terrazo, as we claim that it's our billboard. This is our billboard being, it's there now. It's, I think, the biggest billboard in Tomas Morato. We have this on top of it, and it's very visible, especially at the Rotonda. And then it's about like 10 by 19 meters big.
Okay, good.
There.
And here are the people behind the success of Frontrow,
Frontrow.
ladies and gentlemen. Can we a little bit focus on that? This is Mr.
Sam Versosa.
Sam, the young 26 entrepreneur and multimillionaire.
And this is Mr. Aris Francisco, the young, amazing director, commercial director. And of course, this is Emil, also one of the management team, and I myself, proud to say I'm part of it, part of the management team. And the people behind, we have Grace, we have Richardson, Kate, this is Abby, Christian, Lana, Mark, and Renzel. These are our young, high-spirited, high-energetic young entrepreneurs who are really enjoying the success of Frontrow with us.
And it's quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because all these guys behind the front row are really are graduates, and at the same time young students actually who are helping market their products. And also you can now find Front Row.
Yes, actually, actually at Star Magic Catalog 2010. Actually, it's already being sold now on the market, and this is the yearly catalog of Star Magic, in which you can all see the talents of ABS-CBN. And now
only ABS-CBN?
Yes, Star Magic. And then, and as you can see here, we have also our ad here, which is there, a spread in the magazine, which shows the same picture,
as we showed
you on the billboard itself.
Leslie, tell me about it. So, what's the success behind a company like yours? Is it the people or the product?
Okay, I would say both, but basing on how I assess it, of course, number one is the product. Of course, the success of our company is the amazing products that we have, in which people are really enjoying its benefit and its effects on them. And most especially, secondly, if not of our high-spirited, very energetic young people, I think without these people, it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? It's like very good product and very high-spirited young entrepreneurs equals success.
Being young people behind this company, Front Row, does it kind of allure young people to come and join?
Oh yes, definitely, because number one, basically, you mentioned earlier that the people behind this are like young professionals, and at the same time students, because we cater to a lot of people. Being a part of Front Row doesn't require so many things. Actually, it's there. We only have one requirement. It's like, you can join us if you believe in our goal, that you want to be successful and to meet your dreams in a very quick way and very safe way, and enjoy it with your family.
And at the same time, even as a student, right, you can do part-time and be successful too.
At the same time.
In your
and
own
actually,
time.
maybe people might think that it's only for young professionals who's into business or students themselves. Actually, we are open to everyone. Actually, we don't even have requirements to be part of us. That's like what I was saying earlier. The only requirement is, if you are a dreamer, you dream big, then join us. Stay beautiful, stay healthy, and stay wealthy.
Yeah, I said, what's that saying? When health is lost, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. But when health is lost, everything is lost. Okay, so this is a very good company to join in, because they are into wellness, health, and beauty. And that's the weakness of Filipinos, of course. And any age, young or old, are allowed to join, of course, right?
Yes.
And so, tell me more. How different is Front Row from another multi-level companies that also offers health and beauty products?
Okay, that's a very good question, actually, to make it really, really clear. Because number one, nowadays, basically, we face very, common problems, like when we endorse this. Number one, when we get to endorse new products, and then we would show them the system and the benefits of earning from it. They have this kind of like unpleasant reaction when it comes to it, because of this the pleasant word, what they call networking. Okay, when people get to hear networking, hands up automatically. Maybe because I cannot blame them, because maybe they themselves are victims of other companies before, or maybe some companies right now who's still existing, who's really doing similar things like any other successful multi-level companies,
but poor quality.
But poor on quality and poor in trust. Okay, if it's mismanaged, they don't have a very good marketing strategy, their products are not good, I don't think a company would really boost and go far.
Well, they can do a quick time, fast money.
They can just be very famous today, and the next thing you knew, they're gone.
That's why a lot of them closed down, basically.
Yes,
Actually, our countries have been burned by a lot of these networkers.
Yes. So I can't really blame these people when they get to hear that kind of business. They get really scared till they get to understand what we really do, and they can see us themselves, and they can see the difference of how professional the people of Front Row are, and how good our products are, and how good our marketing is.
And at the same time, it's a Filipino-based company.
Yes.
So if there are any foul ups, then you can always run to a to the people behind it, not like those other foreign companies before who did the networking here and sold the bad products. Or a quick skim money company, companies rather. And you cannot run after them because they run, and there's nowhere to be responsible about those things.
And if I remember correctly, because I have a relative who experienced the same thing, these companies are like they only transact into internet, in which I feel like if you don't get to associate yourself with a business where you can visit their own office, see their products yourself, right on your face, right on your very eye, I think that's something that you have to worry about. Because if every transaction is being done through internet, there's always a way where people can just run anytime they like. Like for example, this company before which my relative was a victim, not just a victim, but big time victim, because she lost so much money in a span of 1 month. And this business was into multi-level also, what we call, you can call it networking, but it's internet-based, like on the web only, transaction and investment and getting all your commission only through the net. And that's something I will not consider very safe.
Yeah. So what else? What makes you different, Pa?
Okay. What else I can consider make us different is that secondly, I think one of the success is that we don't use other people to endorse our company who doesn't understand the company and our product. For example, other companies, they get endorsers like famous celebrities, this and that. Then when these people get to talk about it, about their products, it's all basically scripted. But mind you, what I'm proud to say that everyone, that's the reason why we don't use celebrities themselves, because we would want to show ourselves as the living testimony of our products. Everyone from Front Row use and enjoy our products, and so it would be easier for us to market our products, because once we started talking, people would notice the difference in us and what the beauty that they see in us personally.
And you become the living celebrity and testimony.
Yes, like this right now.
That's right. And you yourself and this youngest,
yes.
I've seen in the magazine how beautiful the people behind the front row. So how do you foresee your company? You think this will really bring so much success and much help for the economy of the country?
Yes, definitely. Actually, we were discussing it several times ago. We were talking of the lifespan or how far we can go, but we all agreed, and we are very hopeful and very positive that as long as we continue endorsing beautiful and amazing products to people, and we maintain our interest, and we really do pay attention, our heart to the business, I think we will go far. Because I think anyone who will put their focus and passion to anything they do, they all become successful.
Plus, Nesty, you're selling wellness, health, and beauty. Those are the most important things in life.
Yes.
So basically, your company should be very, very successful, because you're selling something people really need nowadays.
And most especially, in fact, what we are really enjoying, aside from the success, is like something that really enjoy that money cannot pay for. You know what? It's like seeing the people smile because of the reward they are getting of doing the business, because they earn very well, and to see the smile is simply because they don't really get to expect that by just focusing on it, enjoying the business, enjoying our products, little they know they are earning more than what they're expecting. And at the same time, by simply sharing the business to their friends, they're also helping out for these people around them to, elevate their lifestyle, because we can make people earn very well, aside from enjoying the products and be healthy, being beautiful themselves.
Actually, as you said, the secret of the success of a company is to have a good product to sell.
Yes.
A real good product to sell, which you have. And the second is for those people around that product. The one they're selling it is living it, using it. And so their personal testimonials, when you see them, that's already a seller.
Yes.
If I look beautiful, I'm selling a product, I would be member to your company, maybe I'll sell all these things, and at my age I'll look so beautiful and healthy and strong. I think the people around me will want to ask me, what's not success,
what's
but
behind it?
What's behind the
beauty?
What,
can I share
and
something? There's a very funny experience way back, few weeks ago, doing our basic marketing of our products. There was this one time outside, on a mall, on a restaurant, in which I and some of my people would be introducing Frontrow to a new young professionals. Okay, the thing there is funny. When we met up with them on a long table, on the other end of the other side of the restaurant, there's also a couple of people that we felt like who's doing the same thing. Then eventually, we didn't mind, but we were just focused on our business, and we tried our best to introduce this and make people really understand what we are doing. And then, noticeably, like the people who was listening to us would look on us and look onto their side, and you can see that they were really comparing. They get to realize that we are doing similar things, only different companies, right? And you know what? Little we know, the people who were seated on that table started joining us, because what was the basis? We just realized it eventually at the end, when they were all talking to us right after the presentation was. They was just simply basing it on the people who were presenting it and the people representing the company. Why? What about it? You from Front Row, all of you look so nice, so pleasant. All of you are so beautiful.
Youthful.
And youthful. And then, okay, and what do you mean? Can you put, and they were just saying, okay, politely, they were saying, and we don't want to compare you guys, because definitely you guys look totally different from these people, that they are selling also beauty and wellness, but we don't see it in them.
That's right.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I will not ask any more questions.
That's a good secret, actually,
Yes.
when you sell a product. As I told you, if you use them and they can see it on you, it's a seller already.
Yes, I agree.
So, what would you tell the people or the televiewers, Nesty, to become a member in your Front Row company as a multi-level marketing person? Could you tell us?
Okay, it's just very, very simple. Okay, number one, if you just really want to take care of yourself, which is I think everyone should do, just feel free to visit us. Front Row is at 168 Dallas Square in Tomas Morato, Quezon City, and we are branching out, and our brand new office will be open at
Welcome back at Bears and Bulls, your Philippine Stock Exchange Market Show. And we're continuing the segment, talking with Mr. RS from
Our
Frontrow.
fun segment. I'm having so much fun here.
Yeah, me too. I love beauty, wellness, and movie business, and advertising, marketing.
Diba? It's so nice to talk about that.
I
Diba?
know.
Isn't it?
So tell me, let's wrap it up. So, being Mr. RS.
I'm gonna wrap it up now.
I know. I didn't know it's gonna be this.
So quick, no?
So
Yeah,
quick,
I know. Yes, okay.
So,
Let's wrap it up.
RS.
Yes.
You are the president of Frontrow, and you are so happy with the product because you have passion for the products you sell.
And I've been using it even years before Frontrow.
You know, I also am similar to you. I own my company and I use my products, right?
See?
So when they don't buy, because who cares? I can use it for myself and enjoy it for myself, right?
Yeah,
Kung
that's
walang
true.
bibili, ako
That's
na lang
true.
gagamit,
Yeah,
di ba?
because you actually use the product.
Yeah, because you believe in it.
Yes.
So, and then maybe your families and friends believe in it, so you hindi ka
problem
mawawalan ng
yan. That's not a
gagamit.
problem.
So,
That's true.
being the president of Frontrow, you have passion for the products that you sell because you use them, and we can see the effect on Mr. RS. Ang yang looking, wala
Yun
pong
lang.
wrinkles. I am looking at him at the close up.
Up close
Up
and
close
personal.
and personal.
Up close and personal.
Up close and
Oh,
personal,
yeah.
and wala pong wrinkles. And you don't do Botox, right?
No.
All natural, glowing, very...
I take our products. I take placenta and I take grapeseed.
Yeah, the product of Frontrow speaks for Mr. RS himself.
Thank you.
Ang gwapo-gwapo niya, ang
Yun lang.
klinis-klinis niya, ang beauty-beauty niya.
Yun lang. Thank you.
Flawless.
Thank you.
Wrinkle-free.
This is mutual admiration club because I feel the same way.
Oh,
Ikaw,
thank you also. Okay. And then being also doing the marketing and advertising for Frontrow yourself, in-house na in-house,
Yeah.
being the director for advertising, also. So, what else? Will there be any inspiration aside from stage acting? Will there be any show upcoming for stage acting?
No, well, of course, the Live Aids, the annual play I do at UP, that's a commitment already. So, I mean, once a year, our org, Nesty and I and Sam, we're all in the same org. It's called Samahan ng Mag-aaral sa Komunikasyon, sa Mascom, and we have Live Aids, and I do the monologue there. I do crazy stuff on stage, and that's what I do for the soul naman. That's
Yes, for the soul.
You know, honestly, I'm not ashamed to tell people and everybody and all the thousands of people watching, millions of viewers of your show, that I do that for free. I do that walang bayad. It's just for the love of. And we all do that for the love
We
of.
should. When success for money is there, wealth and fame is there, the only thing as a soul can do is give.
That's it. That's it.
It's in life. It's not take.
Do
I
your
don't know.
part.
It's inherent in ours. It's probably that godly part in us na we are giving, especially as a Filipino citizen.
Yeah.
I think Filipinos are really very giving.
Speaking
basically.
of giving pala, I'd like to take this opportunity also to thank the front row friends. Actually, I'd like to thank Tintin Santiago Rivera of Melos, who actually gave a lot of their goods to, because yung sa Ondoy, front row kasi made its part or has given its part, and we went to isang lugar sa Marikina na hindi talaga napuntahan ng press, hindi napuntahan ng relief people. Walang nakapunta at all. As in, kami yung first na nagpunta doon. And it's surprising kasi normally nasa gym or nasa school or nasa evacuation center, ito nasa bahay pa nila na may mga putik pa na nakabaliktad pa yung mga kotse. And it was the first time na nakakita sila ng relief truck. Punta kami. And I'd like to thank people who, Dr. Ko, thank you very much for all the medicines. Mrs. Tintin Rivera, thank you very much. Indios Bravos, thank you very much. Sa lahat ng mga nag-sponsor nung relief namin. Mr. Bayani Fernando, thank you very much for giving us the chance.
And thank you to Frontrow and to RS
Thank you to all the
Sam
thank you
and
to all the front row agents and dealers who has actually helped with that relief operation. It was every time you'd hand the relief goods or the pack, yung pain na nafe-feel mo dun sa watching the images na lumubog yung bahay and all that, every time you feel, although hindi totally natanggal, pero naglalighten yung heart na mabigat ko every time nagbibigay. So, yun. So, speaking of thanking and all that, I thank all the people who actually helped us dun sa relief operations na yun, sa drive.
So, actually, I can see already the pattern of your success, you know, and the success of Frontrow.
Wow, you can see it already?
You, as a person having your passion in life through Frontrow.
And which I never lost and never will lose.
Yes, and your artistic ability in directing, being a stage actor, which is interrelated for sure.
And which I hope I will never lose.
Yes, and will you be continuing directing also?
I miss it already. Actually, I was talking to my friends, sina Direk Erin and all that, and I always tell them, yeah, I miss advertising already because I haven't done it since Front Row opened or months even before that, and I miss it already. Every time I watch commercials, I'm like, sino kayang gumawa nun? Sino
But you're
kaya
doing it for your company, through your image.
Yes,
through you. That's
yeah.
already advertising. You
Yeah,
don't have
but,
to direct it. It's there.
But I miss all my advertising friends.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, just give me a few more months. I'll be back. I'll be back. I really miss
I'm
advertising.
sure they'll be waiting for
I've been
you,
doing
Alex.
advertising since '97.
Oh, that's quite a long time.
Don't do the math. Don't write it down. You're
I'm
writing
not
it down
doing
and
that.
you're gonna count.
No, from that 97, I just wanted to ask a question, not the
No
age.
counting. No counting of years. I wish I didn't say that.
Okay, RS, ladies and gentlemen, is the president of Front Row. Very successful company.
Thank you.
And he's a director, or no, advertising director.
Yeah.
For his
I'm an acting
company
director, yeah.
and for other companies, right?
Yes.
And also an acting
Yeah, acting director. Acting
director,
coach.
an acting coach.
Acting coach, yeah.
Ah, okay. And you feel successful in that field too, right?
I don't feel successful. I just do the things I like.
Okay.
I don't consider myself
it's a
successful.
hobby?
Yeah, I just do everything.
passion?
Everything is passion. So when people say successful, I say thank you. But if they ask me, do I feel successful? I don't. I just do the things I do.
But you know what, RS?
So that's I don't say I'm
you
successful.
know the
and all
definition
that.
of success, though, or successful, is you are, because it says here. You know, while waiting for you, I was going through this book, Dummies for no, Selling for Dummies,
Yeah.
and it says here, you know, people when they're already successful at what they do, they don't stop there. It moves on. So let me read to you. That's why you are
Okay.
a person being defined here, because
Okay.
success says here, and if I may quote, it says, is a continuous journey. It's a continuity or a continuous journey toward achievement of predetermined worthwhile goals. And it comes with inspired choices in life, like your choice is to put in business your passion, and you're the president for it. Second is you're the you're the director or acting director for advertising company. You own the company, right? And this is your hobby. This is your passion again. So again, it's a choice. It's a thorough consideration, and it's a thing that you are inspired to do about.
Wow. I am in awe with what you actually just said.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a time, but let me wrap it up.
Oh
we
my,
want to
we're
thank
done.
Mr. R.S. Francisco for giving us the view of a life of a good entrepreneur and a very successful young entrepreneur
Thank
like
you
him.
very much.
Wherein all the qualities of a successful person is in his personality and in his
Wow,
life.
thank you. Thank
As
you.
it was defined, success is a continuous journey toward achievement of predetermined worthwhile goals, and that's you are.
You know, it's so
have-
funny. I like looking up things sa dictionary, looking up for meaning of words sa dictionary. I never did. Now you're telling me that. I'm just driven by my passion, and I'm just quite hungry for more. Perhaps that.
That's it. Man has to not stop. Progression should be line upon line, precept upon precept. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hate to cut it off, but then we have another guest. for the other segment, and it's also from Frontrow. So stay, please, and we'll talk more about success of entrepreneurship of young people.
Thank you.
Hello there. Welcome back to Bears and Bulls, your Philippine Stock Exchange market show. A while ago, our guest is from Frontrow, and still, for this segment, our guest is again from Frontrow, Mr. Sam Verzosa, who is the CEO of Frontrow. And he is 26 years old, mind you. And that's why we are here to view the story behind the success of a young top entrepreneur guy who's only 26-year-old. Welcome, Mr. Sam Verzosa. So can you say hi to our televiewers?
Good morning to all of you.
Okay, Sam, tell our televiewers about yourself. I heard you are a civil engineer, right? You graduated in UP Diliman
I'm a
as a
civil
civil engineer. And so what made you not a civil engineer? What made you where you are now?
Because of opportunities. Because right after I graduated, I was invited by a friend to attend a business seminar. And after that, everything changed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me a while ago that you attend this multi-level company and you just graduated, and you said you were hungry for a job, right? I guess you said that a while ago. And one of the motivational speakers was telling about success stories, and that made you start with your dream.
Yeah,
Was it?
when I was invited to this seminar, there are a lot of speakers who are very successful on their own right, share their stories. After that, I was really motivated by them. I said to myself, I want to be like them. So right after that seminar, I told to myself, that's what I want to do after.
And this is when you were 21 years
I
old.
was
That's when you
21 years
started,
old,
right?
yeah.
Just to tell the televiewers. Okay, continue, please.
So after that, I did that. I did direct selling, and I told myself, if I'm gonna do this, I want to be the top earner. I want to be the best. I want to do whatever it takes to be the #1 top earner in this company. So that's what I did. That's what I wanted to be, and that's what I became. I
Yeah,
became
so
the top
which
earner
one
in
was the
that
first company that you earned?
company. Which
Where you earned your money? Which company?
vision in life. I earned. That's where I learned. I earned most of my.
Really?
Yeah, startup capital for my.
What products were
business.
this?
Basically, houseware products, washing machine.
Washing machine?
Rice dispenser, water dispenser, all those.
So did you directly really sell it to the people? I mean, to the consumers?
Yeah, I have agents under me who have a team of agents under me who we sell to people. It's direct selling kasi we don't advertise. We just sell the product from household to household. So that's where we start.
Tell me, Sam, when you started with this company where you made your first money
Yeah.
or successful money, were you also sweat it out? I mean, you were the one also who went to the consumers and sell these household wares?
Yeah, no, we have seminars. We have business seminars also in our company. So we invite people who want to be agent and who want to sell these products. So
was this your company already then?
no, not yet. I was just an agent there. So After that,
You made
my
your own team?
I have my own team. It grew to around 10 to 20,000 agents. So all of these people are selling under me.
So when you did this household wear selling, did you go on foot? Did you go by public bus? Did you go in your private car?
No, we just have the seminars in our office in
Ah.
Cebu, Davao, Manila. So
Okay.
we just held seminars there, and we invite people who are
And then-
interested to sell our products.
And
to buy our
many
products.
attended those
Many,
seminars.
so thousands.
And you were able to sell a lot.
Yeah. After that, that's where I got my capital to venture into other businesses.
And what was your second business after that?
After that, I went into construction because
Construction.
I want to work my I want
Degree
to
that you
I want to
graduated.
apply my civil engineering degree, so I went to construction. So
Construction as in building
building
buildings?
private houses. Yeah, my friends' houses privately. So not buildings, houses.
Houses. And you had your own construction company,
Yep.
like what, architects?
I have my own architect.
how
I'm
do
the
you call
civil
this?
engineer.
Electricians and all
I
that.
hire those people. So
Oh.
after that, I ventured also to hardware because
Yeah,
in
that's
construction,
interrelated, right?
interrelated. So we ventured into hardware because we need construction supplies also.
And it became successful as well?
Yeah, it's still there.
So you still have your construction company?
Yeah, but now we're busy with Frontrow.
Yeah, but it's still there.
It's still there.
Okay,
yeah.
somebody's running it for you.
No, it's still
I'd
me.
say it's still
yeah.
you. So now you're busy
If,
at the moment
I
with
have
Frontrow.
Frontrow.
So after construction, you went to hardware selling.
Hardware,
like
then
hardwares for like
for
lumber and hardwares for construction.
Yeah, construction supply.
So do you still have a lumber or hardware somewhere?
Yeah, it's in Manila, Sampaloc, Manila.
Ah, it's in
But,
Sampaloc,
yeah.
Manila, and it's still there.
Still
it's
there,
existing.
yeah,
You
existing.
you only have one?
Yeah, just one. Because I ventured into
Other things.
another business after that. So
And then from lumber and hardware, what else? Now
the
Frontrow.
internet cafes.
And then you had internet cafes. How many internet cafes you have?
Just two.
Two?
Two internet cafes.
Two internet cafes. And still existing?
Yeah, they're still existing.
And so all these things you've mentioned are still earning. Fantastic.
Yeah, 'cause-
For a 26-year-old young, good-looking man
Thank you.
to be a multimillionaire at this age is unbelievable. So stay in because we're going to ask more about the success behind Sam Versosa. Okay, Sam. So after the internet cafe and it's still working very well, and what else?
Right after that, we ventured to clubbing business. Yeah.
So-
we have a club in Tomas Morato. It's called Dolce Super Club.
Dolce Super Club.
It's doing very well right now. So
Is this for students, people,
for
or
everyone.
mix?
Yeah, mix.
Is
It's
this
for
a
everyone.
upper class, middle class type of?
Yeah, upper.
So it's a
Is it?
bar, like a dancing, a
Dance
disco
club, yeah.
with a
So it's
DJ.
DJ and everyone's drinking, dancing.
Yeah.
So
And, oh, that's fantastic. And then as to the clubs,
then Front Row Enterprise.
and you still have how many clubs you have?
Just one, but me and my partner RS and my partners in Dolce, we're planning to have another club in Makati.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon.
Yeah, I heard.
So,
Soon there'll be another club for Mr. Versosa to open with Mr. R.S. Francisco. So look forward to that. And maybe I'll interview you again. So, and then Front Row.
yeah,
After
Front
that.
Row, yeah.
Oh, so from
Because
That-
I have all of this business, I come to think that what's next? I mean, is this success already? I said to myself, I want my success to be shared to other people, for it to be really a success. So I want other people to experience what I experience. I want other young people to be motivated and inspired, just like what it made me.
Where you are now.
Yeah, exactly. So we made Front Row together with my partner R.S. Francisco. That's where it started.
yes, but like I was telling R.S. kanina, I said the definition of success is a continuous journey, yeah, of doing your predetermined worthwhile goals in life. You know, yung mga choices mo, the things that you would love. Ang success is not just because you have the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Tapos na, hindi eh. When you prove yourself that you became successful in that first job that you went through, then you ventured into your own business, and then when construction became okay, you ventured to hardware, and then after that you ventured into internet cafes, and then now you ventured to clubs, which is also good. It's earning money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then now with Frontrow, now it involves people and helping people earn also from what you earn. You're giving a piece of the pie of Frontrow, right? Fantastic. So, you see, that's why I was very interested to interview you, because you're so young, and for a successful entrepreneur at your age is very nice for Filipinos or young Filipinos to learn or maybe follow your steps. So can you tell us, RS, what inspired you really to become who you are now? Was it your father, your mother? Was it a dream? Was it a movie? Was it as you struggled when you were young in school?
There were a lot of inspiration. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of success stories. I watch a lot of success stories in television. I see successful people. My family, of course. So all of those things.
But what really motivated you? Like, I have a book that motivates me now. At this age, I mean, I have also been successful to many other things, but it doesn't stop there, right? But even in my age right now, you know, you see, I'm a scientist. I create products. I develop and design skincare. But look at me. I'm here as your host. So, what really made you who you are? I mean, if you think back, like, was it this book? What is this? Was it this motivational speaker the first time you attended that really drove you to become or to be in your first successful job?
I think because I'm a very imaginative person. I keep on every night before I sleep. I dream of things that I want to achieve. So maybe that I want my dreams to become a reality. So maybe
That's the reason why.
That's the reason why.
You know what? I read a book yesterday or last night. They said success can be shown through monetary form. Success could be shown in the success of a family as a married person, or success can be also seen through love, you know, inspired love, or so. Do you have all this above? I mean, you have the money, you have the fame, I'm sure, you have the name, and you have the youth, which is so good because, I mean, to be able to be in where you are now, sometimes it takes so many years, you know. Sometimes you could be 50 years old and they have not even reached where you are, you know, Sam. Yeah. So, what other things are inspiring you?
Like what I said, I want...
How about love?
Love? Yeah.
So,
also love, but there's so many inspiration, I can't even...
Ang dami nilang inspiration?
Yeah. No.
Ang dami nila?
Or family. My family.
Yeah, the love for family, actually. Like you would like to share to your brothers and sisters and give a good life that they don't have to worry, right?
Yeah, because for me, success is where when you share your achievements to other people, that's where success really is.
Actually, Sam.
If you just
keep it to
yourself, your achievements, it's not success.
It's nothing, di ba? Parang, okay, you can have your own kingdom, ikaw lang, nakakaalam na successful ka, and you're the only one enjoying it. Parang, it's nothing, right? Success is nothing. So, you agree with me that success comes with love. Love that you can able to share your success. The money, it could be in monetary ways, or it could be success emotionally or intellectually or with wisdom. So now you're doing it with Frontrow, right? So tell me about Frontrow.
Well, Frontrow is like what RS said, my partner. It's a health, beauty, and wellness company. We distribute these products through agents.
Okay, let me stop you there, Sam. You're a civil engineer. You did all the many unrelated beauty business. What made you join wellness, health, and beauty?
Because of my interest in health products and beauty products also, because I take a lot of supplements.
Okay.
Like before, when I wake up, I take almost
All vitamins.
all vitamins, all supplements, all the drinks that people sell me, that they tell me that are antioxidants, this and that. So it's part of my interest. And one of the factors that that made me do front row is I was looking for this product. I want an injectable gluta for my liver because having a club, it entails you drinking almost most of the nights per week. So I needed an antioxidant for that.
A potent antioxidant.
So I was looking for an injectable gluta. Unfortunately, when I went to the major clinics here in Manila, they were too expensive for me. And they told me that I have to take this twice a week or 4 times a week. So I told myself, it's very expensive to
And
to
time
maintain
consuming.
and time consuming. So why don't I put up my own company and find the supplier of this product so I can have my own?
So was that really your idea, or both of
Me
you
and
RS?
both of us.
Like you said, he's also a user, right?
Yeah, we're both users.
So you
Actually,
say-
RS, he's the one who influenced me to use these beauty products, health supplements, all of these products. So
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So you've done all the businesses everyone would like to put their fingers on: internet, hardware, construction. That's all the money-making businesses, clubs especially, and now into health, wellness, and beauty. Of course, di ba? When you have money, I mean, money is nothing if you're ugly. I'm sorry.
ugly and
And
if you don't
unhealthy.
unhealthy, exactly.
Otherwise, di ba? I mean, we've heard a lot of common saying, oh, ang yaman nga niya, pangit naman niya. But then now you can buy beauty.
You can buy beauty or
You
health.
can buy faces, actually. You can buy a nose, you can buy a beautiful eyes, a beautiful breast, beautiful muscle, actually, you know.
Everything.
You can even buy a beautiful
Behind.
bottom. You know, even for men,
Yeah.
they do that now. And
You'll be surprised, there are a lot of
if you lose hair, you can have
implants.
implants. So now beauty can be bought, right? That's why sabi nila, if you have the money and you're still ugly, it's your fault. But that's fantastic. So you are really a good model for a young man to be successful, because you even consider your health. Because a lot of people, when they have the money, they go for vices.
Yes.
They go for drinking, drugs, smoking, and you don't do the above, right?
Just drinking.
And
because you need to-
womanizing, and I'm sure that's minimal. I mean, it's normal, you know, to have 5 or 6 girlfriends, for girlfriends only, you know. But I believe that you know, you know how to live life, and you know where to spend your money. And again, instead of spending money on health, wellness, and beauty, you made the company.
Yeah.
So then you
Exactly.
can even benefit from it.
Yeah, 'cause,
Fantastic.
yeah.
So that's also your passion, like RS, right? You
definitely.
like to have not to become white because you're already fairer than me, but
just
for
for
health
health
reason, because
reasons.
glutathione is really good for liver
Liver
function, you know. And it actually activates, yung glutathione level natin is very important for the liver, and at the same time, para hindi tayo magkaroon ng kulubot na skin, you know, for the glutathione.
Keeps you young.
Yeah, and then is that the only thing you take?
I also take L-carnitine.
L-carnitine to keep you in shape?
Yeah, because nowadays I'm so busy. You don't have time to work out and do all those physical activities like what I did before in college. So that's what I take.
But the L-carnitine is not enough to keep you
Yeah, once in a while, go to
healthy.
the
You
gym,
have to go to
yeah.
the gym, right?
Once in
Because
a while.
L-carnitine is even better,
If you
and
work
you get
it
the greatest benefit from it if you work
Work
out
it
at
out,
the
yeah.
same time.
Yep.
But for those people who don't have time, like
you
you,
know,
you should.
But I make time.
You should, you know.
At least once a week.
Because
I have to go to the gym.
we have a saying, di ba, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, everything is lost.
Exactly.
So exercise, I believe in exercise for being beautiful. It's important to have good supplements, good diets, but exercise is also very important, you know. And then at the same time, I heard you're reading books, inspired books or motivational books, and you've read The Secret, right?
Yeah, of course.
And that's very important to balance your life for spirituality and wisdom and knowledge. Kasi mayaman ka nga, marami kang kumpanya, gwapo ka nga, eh wala ka naman wisdom, imbalance din. Don't you know that one of the, I feel, or I think, that one of the characteristic of a successful person is when there's a balance in life. Sabi ko lagi, triangle yan eh. On the left is your heart. So you should exercise and then also rest well. Sa kanan mo naman is your liver, the chemical intake of your body. So kailangan diet and good supplements that dapat alam mo yung mga deficiencies mo, so you have to take care of it. And then the base should be knowledge, spirituality, and wisdom. Put into action. Kasi minsan kahit marami tayong knowledge, hindi natin nagkaka-action. So,
Yeah, very, very important talaga yung action.
yeah, and you have that. You're doing that. That's fantastic, you know. So tell me, you were telling me a while ago that what drove you to be who you are is because of that hunger. Paki-explain nga yung hunger na yon.
Yeah, kasi right after I graduate, I don't know what to do, what's next for me. So, I was very fortunate to be invited in that seminar. Right after that, I believe that my dreams will actually come true because of those people. They got their dreams because of that business. So, I thought to myself, I could also do that. So, right after that, kasi for me, you should all start with a dream eh. Dapat may pangarap ka. So after that, the next step, you should act on it. Sabi mo nga, you should, after the knowledge, wisdom, spirituality, you should act on it. So that's the first step. Because if you don't act on it, magiging hanggang pangarap na lang siya eh. But when you act on it, it becomes a goal.
Just like what you were saying na, I want this, I want that. Everybody wants that, but if you don't put it into action,
It's still a
it's
dream.
nothing, right?
It's pangarap.
Pangarap
Pero
lang.
when you act on it, it becomes a goal. And if you have a goal, you have a path na kung saan to start, where to go. If you don't have a goal, you're like a boat without direction, without a rudder. You don't know where will you land, where will you go. But if you actually have a goal, alam mo na, step by step, paano ka makakapunta sa goal na yun. So,
You mean at the age 21, Sam, looking back, that hunger of, was it a hunger first for money so that you can earn your own money and you can
One.
can become independent, right? So
That's
the
one.
hunger for independence, and it needs money for independence, right? To get away from your father's sheltering you with all the basic needs, di ba? Pagkain, which is okay. I mean, like I was asking you a while ago, bakit ang isang katulad mo na 21 years old na may pinapakain ka naman ng magulang mo? I'm sure you can just be lazy after graduation, di ba? And then just think and laze around and magpangarap ka lang 1 year muna and depend from your parents. But with you, you did not.
yeah.
You were immediately hungry for that dream. The dream first that you can become independent monetarily. I mean financially, right?
Yes.
I think that's the first. And then when you were able to get that financial security, again, it's not enough, di ba? Minsan yung success natin is, okay, now I have a job. Now I can eat 3 times a day. Then now I can eat a week. Now I can eat a month, a year. Then you say, oh, may savings na ako good for 2 years. Then nakuha mo na yon, di ba? And then so what drove you again to another hunger? What? To have a car
Siguro,
maybe?
yeah. And one characteristic of mine also is I'm very competitive. So, siguro when I first entered that business, I want to be the best in that field. And that's what drives me, competitiveness. So,
And you were the best at the first job at Vision, you did,
Yeah.
right? You were the best
Fortunately,
salesman for the housewares, right?
Yeah, for that year.
And then it was fantastic. You got that success being probably the best salesman of the year or whatever. Maybe you were given a plaque, right?
Yeah, we were.
And then it didn't stop you. That success didn't stop you. That's when your entrepreneurship came in and you say, hey, I can do it on my own, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you started your...
Yeah, because like what I said, every night before I sleep, I keep on thinking of things. Whenever I go to places, when I see a place, I just think that it could be a nice location for a new business and all. So actually, I don't think that I want this internet. I want a business like a restaurant or an internet cafe.
It's just a
If I see
God-given.
something, if I see a place maybe or see something that could actually sell, that's how I think. When I see a location that's very good, that's where it all starts. After that, ano na? What's next? Ano yung pwedeng ilagay dun sa location na yun? Kasi for me, location is very important.
Siguro
So,
inherently, talent mo talaga yung marketing and sales, no? You feel it. Like me, di ba minsan yung pagkanta, ako talaga, I have to try hard to kanta, di ba? Pero people can just pick up a song and just sing it so beautifully, you know? Like yung paggawa ko naman, I treat skin, right? I have a skin clinic. Pag mag-treat ako ng skin, parang it's there. I know right away what to do about it, and I know right away what medicine to treat it. So probably your marketing ability and your being a business-minded person, parang inherent na yun, nandiyon na nun, ma-feel mo na parang pagtingin mo, gusto ko to. Kasi it becomes successful. Whatever you touch and you think it works and you do it, it works. Now tell me, sabi mo nagbasa ka ng The Secret, di ba? Yung law of attraction. So in business, could you tell the televiewers or the young people that perhaps reading or applying the law of attraction, yung desire, is it true?
yeah, because actually I read it lately lang, The Secret, the law of attraction. But I was doing that before pa. Even in college, even in high school. I was dreaming of things. Because law of attraction, you want something, you will get it daw, sabi. Pero actually, you should believe on it, you should feel it, and you should see yourself in it.
And which you
don't
did.
Yeah, and which I did. That's why it all happened, I think.
When you say feel it,
You can actually feel it. Like, for example, you see yourself in that position already. You feel that. Because, like what I said, every night, I see myself in this position. I really feel that I'm on that position.
so yung vision mo andun na.
Yeah. Exactly. And it becomes a reality. I didn't even know that it happened after a year, after a month.
But
All of those businesses are just the result of my what I'm thinking
yeah,
before.
everything starts with a thought, di ba?
Yeah,
Sabi nila. So
club,
thought,
the
dream,
health, beauty, and wellness. I thought of it before.
and you believe in it
I
because
believe
you're a
in it.
user of it.
Yeah,
And then you said you feel it.
I felt it. Yeah.
You felt it because
I felt it even before pa.
Even
College
before
times,
that?
I believe that I'm gonna have a club. Then now we're
Did-
actually putting up another one in Makati.
did
so
you ever write all those wants, dreams, and things that you have in your mind or in your heart before? Did you ever?
Before I didn't, but it's all in my mind.
Wow.
Every night before I sleep, I think of it. When I wake up first thing in the morning, probably an hour, I think of all those things for an hour before I go to work or to school. So,
Wow.
but
that's-
now I write all of those things in my cell phone because I don't want to forget it. Because sometimes if they don't write it, you can just forget. So
a reminder, no?
it reminds me if I put it myself.
So after front row, ano susunod?
Like RS said, it's a continuous process. We don't stop with those products. We'll have new and better products in the future. So
Good for the health and
health, beauty, and
wellness
wellness,
for the
anything in that
people.
category, and perhaps in other enterprise under Front Row.
Wow. Fantastic. Kasi you did it all na. All yung civil engineering, all the businesses nga people would like to do in the country, you have it na. You know,
Experience some.
and the multi-level company that